And the reason some of them so hellish is because they mad because they ain't got no life. And at some point, girls, you got to stop blaming your period and menopause for being hateful. You better come get me. You're just mean. You need to get a life. Look at a girl and say, get a life. All you do is church, church, church. And church is good, but you ain't balanced. And many times the reason you church, church, church is because you use the house of God for a sedative. And you're working in the church, but you're mad as the devil about it. And you're mad with us because you don't have no place to go. You need some spice in your life. Go get a new dress. Go get a new hairdo. Put a little color in your hair. You're mad because you're bored. You're scared to have fun. You're scared to live. Jesus said, I came that your life would be better and that you might have life and that you might have it more abundantly. You ain't gonna backslide if you walk on the beach. Honey, God made the beach. Are you kidding me? Some of y'all are like I was. On the beach with a dress, with my swimming suit underneath that. Folks thought I was trying to wash my clothes I had on so many clothes. Some things are just out of order. How many of you know that it's time for us girls to take our rightful place? It's time for you to put you on some pumps and go to the mall. Sip on a little latte and a little cappuccino. Strut to the mall and say, I am God's best. I can go out to dinner with just me and Jesus. I ain't got to have no date. Me and the Lord got that covered. I wish I had some more help in here. Go out with your girlfriends. And look, don't just be hanging out with folks and tell them, the pastor, hi, pastor, hi, prophetess. Hey, you need to hang out with some honeys that say, hey, Tanda, what we gonna do today, girlfriend? You need to hang out with some of your girls and get a life. Chill out and act silly. Jump on the bed. When is the last time you had a good laugh? Hateful as the devil. You lost contact with your classmates. Call your cousin. Say, hey, you might not be saved, but you remember how we used to lay in the bed and tell lies? Oh, y'all know what I'm talking about. Me and my cousin Lydia and my cousin Frida, we'd lay in the bed and just tell a bunch of lies. And Uncle Troy and Aunt Penny would whoop us. And they tell us to go to bed and we wait till we think they sleep. And we go get the flashlight and get under the cover with a magazine. And me and Frida be talking about, Frida said, that's my car. So, that's my car, girl. And we just be in there sniggling. And Aunt Penny and Uncle Troy would come in and whoop us. And as soon as they turn the lights back out, we go to giggling again. When is the last time you had a good giggle? When is the last time you watched a good movie? My favorite movie is The Notebook. I'm not a big movie watcher, and I don't watch TV that much, but I love it just in case I want to watch it. And so when we moved in our home, we got a theater. And one of the persons gave us a gift to go in the theater, and the gift was Scarface, and they framed up Scarface. Well, you know, Scarface don't just come by himself. He has to bring his little friend, make my little friend. And so Scarface was on the wall in my theater, and so I was having some of the big prophets and preachers over to our house, and so we were sitting at the table, and so while we were sitting there, we just went to talking about movies. I don't even know how it came up, and the prophetess said, well, y'all like to watch movies? And one of them, the prophetess's friends said, oh yeah, I love to watch movies. I said, well, this is getting interesting here. But I had told the armor bearer to go down and take Scarface off my wall, because in case they wanted to do a tour of the house, I didn't want Scarface down there on the wall. You know what I was saying. And so while we were sitting at the table, one of the big preachers said, well, what you like to watch? And one of them said, ooh, honey, I love me some killing. So, the bloodier it is, the more I love it. And one of them said, well, what kind of movie you like? What's your favorite? And the preacher jumped up and said, honey, I love me some Scarface. I told my armor bearer, I said, go back down there and put my blessed thing back up on my wall. I said, these hypocrites trying to fool me. I said, it's time for us to get a life. I don't know about you, but it's time to get a life. And so the Bible says that these girls say, listen, it's time for us to get out of our comfort zone and stop sitting around here being average, because we're entitled to some things, and I'm ready to get my inheritance. And so these girls got up, and these girls were different because they refused to be average. Look at somebody and say, I refuse to be average. And so they said, I'm going to take control of my own life. And they refused to settle for just whatever somebody gave them. How many of you know that if you're going to get anything from God, that you got to get uncomfortable enough to say, I stood all I'm going to stand, and I'm not going to take no more. And so the book says that these girls went together up onto the door of the tabernacle. But while I was reading the text, I could not help but notice that these girls, not only did one of them go, but all five of them went up to the door of the tabernacle. I wonder what would happen if all of us girls got together and say, hey girl, I'm getting blessed, but I'm going to make sure you get blessed because I need you to survive. I don't want to be blessed without you. But what I found out is most people, they want to be blessed, but they don't want you to have nothing. But the Bible says that these girls got together, and in other words, they began to help a sister out, and they said, girl, come on here. I heard that the men folks is passing out the land. We ain't gonna just sit here and let them overlook us like this here. We know we ain't no men, and we know we ain't got the pants on, but it's a shame that they won't take us serious because we don't have chest hairs and a mustache. But we ain't gonna just sit here and let them take our inheritance. And so come on here, Marlon. I know you're weak, but get up, girl. We gotta go get our inheritance. Come on, Noah. I know you're chilling, sister girl, but come on, we gotta go get our stuff. Come on, Milcah. I know you're a queen and you're trying to get your nails and your hair done, but I need you to come on and let's go get our stuff, because I can't get it if you don't go with me. Taza, come on. I know you're the pleasant one, but come on, we gotta go get our stuff. And you know we can't leave Hoglaw out because we might need somebody to fight for us. How many of you know I might be different from you, but it doesn't make no difference how different we are, because we are all after the same thing. And so the Bible says that these girls stood at the door of the tabernacle, and in my mind's eye, I could see them saying, listen, Brother Moses, I don't mean no disrespect, sir, but you're sitting around here passing out the land, and we want our stuff. You mean to tell me that you're going to hold back my inheritance because I'm not a man, and because my father didn't have no sons? And the Bible says that they stood at the door of the tabernacle. Now wait a minute. Understand what door means. Door is your entrance way. Door gives you access. Oh, you ain't hearing me up in here. I found out that if you're going to get anything from God, you got to go straight through the door. You can't go around it. You can't go on the side of it. You can't go under it. You got to go straight to the door. What is the door? Jesus said, I am the way. Oh, God, you better come get me. I am the truth, and I am the life. I don't know who I came to get today, but I want you to know that you got access. I want you to know that when Jesus came and when he bled and died, that he gave you access. Access into what, Pastor? Access to your peace, and access to your joy, and access to your wealth, and access to a happy